The GLC, this is the company's best-selling and most popular SUV model globally. We have sold over 2 million units of the GLC. Now in India, this one came in the year 2016, got a facelift in 2019, and finally the all-new model is here. India has had over 13,000 happy customers of the GLC already, and if you want to own this, well, this video is meant for you because I'll be touching upon a lot of different parameters. We're driving the 300 petrol is the quickest in the segment. So the driver's perspective, the first row space and comfort, the second row space and comfort, the features, the design changes, and Mercedes safety pack, basically a bundle of everything you want to know about the Mercedes-Benz GLC in beautiful and historic Humpy. Now you must have seen the new GLC in a lot of photos and teaser videos already, but let me spend a few minutes on the exteriors of the car. As compared to the earlier version, it's grown in length. It's 60 millimeters longer, the overall length, and the wheelbase is 15 millimeters longer as well. So extra space on the inside. Well, allow me a few minutes. Now this is only going to be a one fully loaded trim of the petrol 300 and the diesel 220D. No different versions to speak. So on the front, it's got the avant-garde kind of trim coming in. You have the huge logo sitting in the middle and the smaller logo on the bonnet. There are chrome elements for the Indian model, chrome around the grille and of course on the lower part as well. You have multiple sensors because there are some level 2 ADAS features coming in. The lights are the highlight. The DRLs go all the way into the grille, sort of connected with the grille, and this is also what doubles up at the indicators. You have MB's high performance LED headlamps. No fog lamps as such, but the headlamps do the job very, very well. And then like a typical Merc SUV, a longish bonnet over here, and then the side profile showcases the really sporty, really good muscular sporty 19-inch alloy wheels. Till now, alloy wheels on Merc models used to be a bit sober and premium, but this one has sporty intentions. You can also make out this is a lifted kind of car for the Indian spec version. It's 20 millimeters higher. It also gets the off-road package, which I'll speak to you about on the inside. Side profile continues with the slim sort of integrated side step. It's also got rubberized finish, so in case your shoes or boots are wet in the rains, you won't be slipping around on the side steps. Over here, you come to know about the extra boot space. It's grown up by 70 liters to over 600 liters of boot space. You have typical GLC kind of, the earlier Merc SUVs kind of wrap around LED tail lamps, and in the earlier model this was more chromish silver, but now on this model, on the new GLC, this is finished in black. Excuse me for the rocks, I'm not going to be going inside this heritage side. I'll remain on this part. This, by the way, we are in beautiful Humpy, so a lot of such structures will be there in the video. Enjoy these locations. Back to the GLC, there are going to be 5 different color options. We have the silver, we have the grey, we have the black, we have the white, and we have a new blue as well. You can see this one and the blue in the video shots. We have both the shots of the blue and the silver. So that is about the exteriors of the car. Of course, we have a massive panoramic sunroof, and once again the ground clearance is for the Indian spec of roads. This is pretty high up. We'll not be doing any off-roading, but I'll show you the off-road package on the inside. Before I go on the inside, the powered tailgate is something very common in cars these days, and excuse us for the luggage. The highlight over here is that the second row, it can be reclined with the touch of a single button. If I press these buttons, the rows will recline. I'll not be doing that right now because we have some camera equipment inside. The boot space you can make out is massive. This is what people can use for a long weekend destination. And if you ask me, Bunny, where is the spare wheel? Usually in luxury cars, you have the spare wheel coming in over here. Well, allow me to show you. The space saver sits quietly on the lower side over here. Practical boot space over here, but I told you in the initial part, it's got 15 millimeters of extra wheelbase. Does that mean a spacious cabin? Well, let's go inside. Step inside and you realize the cabin looks almost identical to that of the C sedan. And this isn't a bad thing at all. The dashboard layout, the design of the AC vents, and the large screen that is tilted towards the driver. Everything looks and feels premium. Now, a lot of panels have the floating type effect too. For instance, the panel housing the functions for the powered seat. Up front, there is more than ample headroom for a 6 feet tall person, as you can see over here. And on the inside, you can pick from 3 color combinations. For our test car, we had the sienna brown color. Looks cool, right? Now both the front seats are powered and also get the heat ventilation function. At the back, there is more room than ever before, and this thanks to the longer wheelbase. Even then, due to the high transmission tunnel, the back seat is best for 2 adults. Also, the new GLC can easily seat 2 tall people, one behind the other, as you can see over here. And if you take the co-driver seat all the way ahead, on the left side, a tall rear passenger can easily cross legs and take a relaxed drive home. Other plus points include manual rear sun blinds and 4 C-type outlets up front and 2 at the back. It's surprising how manufacturers can get so much power and performance out of a relatively small engine. It's a 2-liter but turbocharged engine, and on paper you have 258 bhp of power plus the additional boost of 23 bhp from the integrated starter generator. Torque 400 Nm plus the 200 push from the IH system. Merck says it's the quickest in the segment, but more than the quickest car, 0 to 100 6.2 seconds, it's the way it sounds like. NVH levels are superb good. They have really managed to keep the outside world outside, but even then, when you're going out flat out, the engine sound, the exhaust roar is definitely music to the ears. I'll do one thing, a couple of speed breakers coming up, and then let me go flat out and try to hear that sound from the engine. Wow, this is sports car territory in the way it sounds like, and I'm in the comfort mode, and yet I'm attacking these small curves around the countryside of Hampi. One coming up on my right, not going to the sport mode, just trying to enjoy the comfort drive mode. And the GLC indeed is a very rewarding car to drive with the 300 setup, with the petrol motor setup. You're looking for thrills, this one will deliver, of course, with the color shifters which I'm using right now. Just this sound. It's a remarkable improvement over the earlier GLC, and when you want to just take it coolly, let me just sit back, relax. It cocoons you on the inside, and that is where the superb NVH levels come into the picture, the noise, vibration, harshness levels. You want to just enjoy your drive after a long day at work. You don't want to push it too much. You want to laze around, or your driver wants to do that while you're seated at the back. This one will again deliver. So the split personalities that a lot of people want in their cars, it's present in the GLC. Weekend driver's delight, and on weekdays it's your comfort partner. Now before you ask me about the ride quality with the 19-inch alloy wheels, we are currently on an unpaved road going back towards the resort, and it's not as bad as people will think because of the narrow sidewall. Merck has done alterations to the suspension to ensure that even these no tarmac stretches, when you are out on a weekend to a resort, they are well taken care of. So don't worry about the really sporty alloy wheels, the big 19 size alloy wheels. The sidewall is thin, but no reason for a worry. Now, as you can see, as a GLC owner, you can also invest into a couple of official accessories. First is that if you need extra space, even more space than the boot over here, you can have this roof mounted top box. It is lockable, it looks nice as well. If you have kids in the family, I highly recommend you getting proper official Isofix seats. These are Mercedes-AMG branded. They look pretty cool as well. Apart from this, the regular GLC is feature loaded to the brim. Just to reiterate, on the outside you get sporty 19-inch alloy wheels. You have this huge glass area for the panoramic sunroof, and you have full LED lighting up front, LEDs at the front and at the back. At the back you have a power tailgate, a massive amount of boot space, and these seats, the second row, they can be reclined through the one touch button operation. They are powered. The buttons are at the back of the boot. On the inside, the list is endless. From the twin screens over there, one is 11.9 inch for the infotainment system and another is over 12 inches for the driver info display. That, by the way, the driver info display has 4 different themes you can select as per your choice. You have wireless Android Auto, you have wireless CarPlay, you also have wireless charging coming into the picture. Then there is the air purifier, and the seats, they are full leather. You can have them in 3 different color options as I told you. There is beige, there is black, and there is this tan brown option, the one I'm in right now. Apart from this, you have the full dose of Mercedes safety pack coming in, from the pre-safe to a couple of ADAS level features which are now as standard in the GLC. For example, there is a blind spot monitor system, and also you have the emergency braking coming in. If you don't notice the front car braking, the system will warn you audibly and then it will take over, it will brake on your behalf. Now with the GLC, you also have the off-road package coming in over here, which showcases the tire pressure, the tire temperature, the tilt on the front or the side, the compass also, plus something very unique. If I press this camera, I have there with the AI coming in, there's only one camera on the front side, but with the AI coming in, I can virtually see what is under the car. Look at this, this is so cool. Of course, if I exceed my speed of 8 kmph, this is what happens. This camera turns into a front camera. So it showcases me what is on the front. But if I slow down, the down AI virtual camera will come in. It's very useful because I have a small puddle coming in front of me on the road, and I'll show you why this low camera is useful. See it for yourself. Now, I don't want my right wheels to get dirty in the puddle which is just coming up, and with this I can, I'll try to go very close to the wall onto the grass, which I otherwise cannot do it. Yes, so this is what this kind of a down camera is useful. By doing so, I'm actually driving on the right side grass and not in the slush, not in the puddle. So my wheels, my tires will not be too dirty for the shots going forward. Super good, super good. And apart from the AI underbody camera, you also have a bird's eye view. You can see the bike is passing me, and if I start driving, it showcases me my complete surroundings, which is pretty useful if you're stuck in a tight place. This is one more driver aids in the GLC. And the list continues. You have cameras all around the car which are of big help during parking assist or negotiating very tight places. That is where the cameras come into the picture. You have a very highly advanced with more features now, the Mercedes Me Connect app. The MBUX setup of the infotainment system also supports a lot of profiles through the fingerprint sensor. And then both the front seats, they are powered, and they also have the ventilation for the heat function coming in. Before I move further, guys, we're taking the electric EQB, the Mercedes EQB, to the northernmost point open to the civilians in India, the base of the Siachen battlefield. That video comes very soon on my channel, and to get the notification, do subscribe and hit the bell icon as well. Now back to the Mercedes-Benz GLC. How to make a perfect car even better. This is what other manufacturers should learn from Mercedes-Benz. They have done it in style once again. The earlier GLC was already a good package, a good all-rounder in the segment, and this one improves on every single parameter, from its dimensions to the way it looks, to the great alloy wheels, to the more space on the inside, extra features, extra level of safety, and of course the 300 petrol. It's a potent motor, is the quickest in the segment, and for people who want torquiness and the efficiency, you have the diesel as well. Now today is the 6th of August, the pricing will be out on the 9th, so keeping the pricing aside, as a product, this is great. It's a genuine, improved all-rounder in the segment.